Hello, I'm Rodney Bushine coming to you today from North Canton, Ohio from the EdenPURE worldwide headquarters with good news. Our good news is the EdenPURE alkaline water products are going to be available for you to market. Why alkaline water? We're going to talk about that over the next few minutes, and we're going to take a look at a lot of liquids that we've all maybe enjoyed or maybe not enjoyed over the years, but we're going to find out what are we drinking, why are we drinking, what type of water should we be drinking. And when I was a child, I lived just across the road from a field that had a water treatment plant. And as a young child, under 10, I will never forget going out there and looking at these debris that had been brought out of the water, and they just piled it up on land. It was pills and vitamins and adult products and just a bunch of stuff that I didn't want to see, and I didn't understand it, but I did ask questions. How does this work? What is this water treatment plant? And they said, well, what they do is they take all that out, and then they put chemicals in the water, and they send it back to our house to drink. I'm thinking, I'm not drinking that. So I avoided drinking, really, city water everywhere I've lived. All my life, I avoid drinking water as much as possible out of the tap. Now, you might not know this, but if you're drinking well water, you have an even bigger problem potentially, because you may have radon in your water, you may have chemicals in your water, and you don't want to drink that. So what do? You need to test your water. So again, talking about water, we're going to talk about what water should we be drinking and what have we been drinking. We're going to test some waters today. We're going to test Gatorade, Propel, Crystal Pepsi, Sprite, Dasani, Smart Water, even great value water from Walmart. And then we're going to look at some waters that we have purchased that already have a high pH. So many say we should be drinking a high pH of water. Now when we test pH, you think about, well, swimming pools. We test for pH there, right? We want it balanced. We want the pH proper in the swimming pool or maybe jacuzzi. So we're going to test our own waters. We're going to test our drinks and find out what are we drinking. And the question is, should we be drinking alkaline water? That's really a question your doctor should answer with you. From what I know, if you have kidney problems, kidney treatments, that's about the only time I know of when you shouldn't be drinking alkaline water. Otherwise, do your research, do your testing, and find out what's in your water and what does your doctor want you to drink. So we're going to look at 3 different ways of purifying and actually making the water change from acidic to alkaline. We're going to be looking at an alkaline water chart, and we're going to look at the numbers of acidic water, which is 3.0, 4.0, 5.0. Neutral is 6 and 7. Then alkaline is 8, 9, and 10, which is said to be like spring water and ideal water. I've been told that glacier water is above 10 on the pH scale. Also, what's important to me for you to understand is that when you make this water, when you change the properties of this water, it also changes the ORP. That's the oxygen reduction potential. I like to talk about that because the ORP only lasts in this process for about 24 hours. So if you go out and buy alkaline water thinking you're getting the healthiest water in the world, maybe you're not. So learn about ORP. I like to say go to YouTube. That's my favorite place because you don't have to read everything. Just sit back, look at some diagrams, listen to some professional opinions, and just study ORP, oxygen reduction potential. When the water's fresh, even this water, and it goes into your system, it's like an antioxidant. Your blood cells will start to move around. I like to describe like a basket of cherries or apples, and when this process happens, your cells start to move around in your body, and then your immune system, I call it God, if we do our part, He does His part, so that your immune system kicks in, and now you're drinking the healthiest water in the world, and maybe you're going to fight some problems in your system that you didn't know you had, or maybe you know you had. A lot of people have diseases, cancers, and I'm not saying anything cures anything. We make no health claims, but this is a process for you to study. But I do know this. We have alkaline water testers, we have ORP testers, and when you test this water, it's going to show this all to be true, that the alkaline goes up and the ORP goes down to a negative number, and that's what you want, about a negative 400. So again, a little bit more research and work to do if you want to do that. But the main thing is get the healthiest water you can, fast as you can, and for the least amount of money as possible. So one way you can do that is by using our EdenPURE alkaline water pitchers. Now these are very easy to use. They come with a filter, and I've already been using this pitcher itself. It has a filter in the bottom, so all you do is screw this filter onto the bottom. This actually is covered in a sealed pack when it comes. When you first get this, you want to be sure to run a couple or 3 loads, I'll call it loads of water through here, and let it drip out, because the charcoal is going to clean out from in this, the initial charcoal. So it's going to be a little bit black. It's normal. So let that happen, and just pour your water in the top, and then let it drip through, and minutes later, you're going to have alkaline water. Real simple. Another way you can get alkaline water is through a hydrogen water bottle. These are battery operated, and all you do is push a button. It's going to come on. Since it's already been charged, in the bottom is where the electrolysis takes place, and it's going to start to bubble, and 3 or 4 minutes later you're going to have changed the water from acidic to alkaline. Really cool. And then finally, there's another couple models that hook up to the sink. All you do is on either one you take a adapter and you screw this into your water faucet. You have to unscrew the little guy that has the filter and just screw this up here, and this has an on and off valve. So you can have your regular water for washing dishes or whatever you want to do. And then when you want your alkaline water, and in some cases acidic water, and there's a chart that will tell you when to use that for your hair and your skin, but just turn it on, turn it off, and you just plug the unit, in this case, you plug this guy into electricity, and it has a lot more features and benefits than this one here. So a lot of different products available, but let's look at the reality. I'm going to start over here today with Gatorade. Let's see, is Gatorade acidic or is it alkaline? These pH drops come from any pool supply, Walmart. There's regular pH drops, just like you test your swimming pool, your jacuzzi. All we're going to do is put a few drops, stir it up, and find out where does this fit on the chart. And you can see bottled water, 5.0. Let's go to one of the healthiest waters we're told is out on the market today, Propel. Oh yeah? So let's test Propel. Few drops, pH water drops. What happens? It's acidic. Very simple. How about Pepsi? Now, this is a crystal Pepsi. We used a see-through color, white, so you can see the property of the pH or acidic value. And very quickly, you'll see very acidic. What about Sprite? Pour a little bit in there. And now, test it. Put as much as you want to, but look. Very acidic. Dasani. A lot of people just think that's the best stuff in the world. Dasani water. So the question you have to answer is, do I want to drink acidic products or do I want to drink alkaline? Look, at first you thought, well, it looks like it was going to be alkaline, but all of a sudden, no. 5.0. What about the more expensive water? $10 at the airport I've seen, smart water. How smart is it? Who's smarter? That's the question. Who is smarter? Looks good for a second. Swirl it, stir it. Oh, look, wait. What did we find? Oh, wasn't yellow, so you're thinking it's even worse. See that? 3.0, 4.0. Wow. What about if you buy a gallon of just purified good drinking water from any of the local markets? This is called great water. I think that comes from Walmart. Is it good? Is it acidic? It is. So when you start to look at these three, this is hydrate, 9 plus, 9.5 on this one, and this one's 10. And we could test those out, and I can tell you, we'll test one just to show you, but they're going to hold their alkalinity. What I've learned is when you change the property of the water to alkaline, tomorrow it's going to be alkaline. A week later, it's going to be alkaline. A month later, it's going to be alkaline. Do not forget, ORP. It's worth more than 30 minutes of your time to study. Study a lot of opinions and look at that and find out, why should I have fresh water? So it's not just about alkaline water. It should be alkaline and ORP fresh, and maybe you can be the healthiest you've ever been. So you see the acidics, we have the alkalines, and the other thing is, study, how much does it cost if you buy this alkaline water? I know there's one I bought that's $2.50 for a gallon. Well, it's a little bit less money because it's in a gallon factor, right? But if you buy these guys, they're like $2.50, $3.50, according where you buy them at. But, why not just make it at home? Why not make it fresh? So we're going to expand product lines here at EdenPURE worldwide. And if you're not already doing this, our seminars are every Wednesday at 5 o'clock. So stay tuned at 5 o'clock each Wednesday for EdenPURE with our inventor, Mr. Julius Toth, coming to you live at 5.